everyone, welcome back to the Aquatics video. We're back out in the shop, but today's title and thumbnail is getting a whole bunch of new bearded dragons. But if you guys didn't know, I live in South Dakota, but we drove down to Minneapolis, Minnesota, pretty big town. Most people aren't gonna know where Minneapolis, Minnesota is. We went down there, we hooked up with a local breeder and got some bearded dragons. We got not to spoil the video, but we got a whole bunch of bearded dragons coming in. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and head to my bedroom where I have all my other bearded dragons, and let's show you it out. Wait, before we do that, we need to clean the tanks out and also go ahead and feed them. So let's go ahead and roll the time lapse. So hopefully you guys enjoy those time lapses of the cleaning and of the feeding. But let's go ahead and head to the bedroom and let's kind of show you guys what's going on in there. Alright guys, have a look here. So I got all the different carriers laid out here. You guys can see they actually gave me these in Petco ones. The local breeder, like I guess she just goes to Petco's and not steals them, but just takes their cardboard boxes. I'm not too positive. But here are the first ones. So here is the first guy. Horrible lighting, but here is the first guy back there. Man, why does the lighting suck? There's one. There is. Oh shoot! Right here's the second one. The lighting is pretty bad for some reason in here. But here's the second guy. Here's the next guy. Pretty big one. Another big one, and the last final big boy. So we got all 5 of these guys, and we're gonna go ahead and put the 2 small ones in here with this other bearded dragon. This will be very temporary. This is not long term. But let's go ahead and get these in there. Oh, we got the first bearded dragon. Go ahead and put him in. And here is the second guy. Here's this guy. There's number 1. There we go. So now we got all 3 of them. You guys can see this one here. They do have a little bit of nip tails, which is not the ideal, but there are all 3 of these guys in here. They are pretty big. So we're here in the bedroom. You guys can see all of the tanks of everything. But let's go ahead and start out with the bottom. So the bottom tank here, this is a 20-gallon tank. It houses 3 also medium-sized bearded dragons. You guys can see all of them in here. These guys are going to be about the 8-month-old or so. These guys are gonna be very, very young, but they are still a lot larger than something like a baby bearded dragon, like you guys will see here in a second. Their tank really simple. I got just the paper towels on the bottom, a lot easier to clean. They already spilt their water. What's new? I got little huts over there, and then pretty much simple. So I got the 3. You guys can see this is the first guy. He has a lot of different fancy colors on him. You can see there is the second guy here. And here is the third guy. So all 3 of them are being housed in this tank here. Really simple, feeding them lettuce, all the different proteins, things like that. This is a 10-gallon aquarium. This is housing a juvenile leopard gecko. He's gonna be back there, but he's kind of hiding on you. So let me go ahead and spin this around a little bit. So there you go. I don't want to spook him too much, but you guys can see there is an actual little leopard gecko inside there. You guys can see the footage of him coming out to eat. But there's a little leopard gecko, has a little heat mat underneath, has this, all the humidity hide, water bowl, things like that. Over here we have another 20-gallon long with 3 other bearded dragons. This one's one bearded dragon I actually already had. This is a little fancy guy. I did not get him at the time I got these other 2. Here are the other 2. You can see one there. And then the other ones are right there with a bad reflection. So I have all 3 of them. Really simple, same hide. I have a hanging heat bulb. I also have a heat bulb for this. I just took it off when I was cleaning it. But this one's hanging here. That gives heat and UV. And then there's a little plant, little water bowl. Really simple for this tank as well. These guys have really nice patterns on these guys. All the different reds, whites, and all the different things like that. Lastly, the final thing is we have a little, not a little guy, but a full-size adult bearded dragon. I've had this guy for a year. I've spent a long time for a while now. His tank's not clean. You guys can see his tank. He gets water all over. He's still got some uneaten lettuce. But this bearded dragon's tank needs to still be cleaned. This guy's he's doing pretty good as well. He has the same diet, so I pretty much kind of a little bit of each size. I got the big old guy, I got the little babies here, and I got the medium sizers too. These guys are just chillaxing. You guys like to get on top of them. I do want to mention, this is not long term. This is very temporary. I understand when bearded dragons get full size, they need to be in their own tank. I completely understand that. I realize these guys on the bottom here, these guys are getting pretty dang close to getting in their own tank. I do realize that, guys. I have plans for all that, but I think these guys are going to sell pretty easily. I've got a whole bunch of good homes that I have lined up ready. Nice families that are looking for a little animal. So it's going to be kind of cool for them to have an animal and share with throughout their family. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. But here's everything, really rundown thing. I think this video is going to be a lot shorter than I anticipated. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any other questions about my other leopard geckos, bearded dragons, things like that, or if you have any other animals you guys want to see, come in here. Let me know down in the comment section below. Without further ado, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.